This is the part 2 video on this. I'm going to go ahead and you can see the interior. Some of the lights are on it there, light up. And we'll turn the rock lights on it. And this is what the dash looks like on it. And the headlights. So you're looking at all of that. Everything on this inside is just incredible. And that's how your vintage air is integrated into it there. And it has a complete Rockford Fosgate system built into it, where he's actually taken all of the size of the speakers, the cabinet size, and integrated them into enclosures that are all part of the chassis now, or the body now, which is really neat. It's something that I didn't ever expect I would never do, but when you see the work that's done to that, it's just, you know, it's damn near Riddler Award stuff when you get down to it. So there's the cage part of it all, you know, integrated, of course, to the frame below. There's some of the speaker enclosures that were built into it there. And it has a hidden subwoofer too. It has an air tank, which is part of that air compressor system there. There's the other speaker enclosure over there. And get back to that. And you can see how the seat's mounted. All part of your frame. These seats are not mounted to any body. They're all frame. And of course it has, you know, 5-port racing harnesses in it too. Put that back. Pretty neat. And of course, twin stick system there. There's your 5-speed overdrive. The granny gear first, the NV4500. And in the back, there's what we have here. Of course, it has, you know, front and rear big off-road lights on it. Massive, good ones. And this spare tire carrier is something to behold too, all done just like the frame. And there's no rattles or bounces everywhere that he built this. They put in bushings, even on the tow hooks are all rubber bushings. They don't rattle, they don't bang around or anything. And so we get under here, and well, he's even got a 4-pin set up on it there for a hitch, if you ever use that. And that's the rock light's kind of shining it there. That's the back, rear diff. And as I mentioned, air lockers front and rear, 456 gears. It has like, not strange axles, but the other off-road axle, I can't think of the name off the top of the head. In all of the axles, real high-end axles inside of the differentials. And one of the hidden features, and I had to talk to the builder on this one, because he said he's one of his most prideful part you'll never see. He hand built this entire stainless steel gas tank, and it's basically a total racing gas tank. It has mini baffles in it, double pickups, all sorts of different things that are designed to be racing, where it doesn't starve for fuel at different angles and things like that. So, and off-road, racing and off-road. So, and the springs are, I think they're actually YJ springs that are in it now, but they've got an extra leaf, I believe, in them. See some of the other work in the rear here. All of this is built into that. Now that's all. And these fenders, I know the front ones were welded on. These, I believe, were bolted on. You see the bolts there. They've done a real good job of integrating them to the body. And of course, these are, you know, all factory. This is all real Jeep AMC stuff on the doors and the whole body and the top. And this, of course, rear roll system. This is actually bolted in, but as you saw, if you looked underneath it, how it was integrated into the to the frame. So it has supports there too, but it can be unbolted. And of course, a rear seat and racing harness for the kids. It's got a sliding rear window in it. Those red lights kind of come off under here a little bit more red than they really are. I'll turn those things off. That's more like it there. Of course, the hinges, these are all factory, and he actually didn't put mirrors on it. That's one of the things that I added to it. He didn't like the looks of them, but I put the stainless on it, which those are, you know, factory type mirrors. They're aftermarket, but they're a nice high quality one. And I went back and I pulled the hinges off of it, and I was actually was worried about messing up the paint. Pulled all the Torx bolts out, and he had finished the hinges off without the 4 bolt holes in them because he didn't like the mirrors. So I went back and I drilled and tapped those and put that back. But just to show you the way he finished things out, when I pull these things off, everything's finished out behind it, including the front and back of the hinges. It's just, I mean, you know, who does that? That's crazy. And that's actually part of that system there. It's not a radio antenna. That's a Bluetooth antenna for the receiver of the Bluetooth. You can broadcast your phone about a block away from this thing. And I got the lights on just so you can see that dash. And it has some LEDs. These are, I don't know the brand, but they're high quality glass. And I was amazed at how well the door seals were done on this too. Just top notch. Everybody kind of skimps on these when they finish out a Jeep, but not this one, not at all. Turn that back off. Now we can go back up on the front. I think I've covered everything. Yeah, this is a custom built, bolted in ammo can type of toolbox thing here that you have. Real nice. Works great as an armrest. Very solid. The whole thing is solid, solid, solid. Let's go back up front. So up front, you can see it has the winch on it, which is I think it's a 12,000 pound winch on this thing actually. No, excuse me, 10,000. 10,000, yeah. And it's got the nylon rope on it, which is neat. And it's a wireless also, remote and wired too, both. And there's again the bushings in that to where you see how it's all doesn't rattle. Of course, the Fox shocks are nitrogen filled, and they can run anywhere from, I think, as low as, I don't remember the number, 75 up to like over 200 pounds in them. We have them low right now. I'm actually going to add some nitrogen to it. I think it may raise it just a little, not much, probably an inch or so, if that. But the way it's set up right now, it will fit in a regular garage. So barely, but it does fit. What else can I think of on this? Oh yeah, there's the compressor. So go over here, you turn the air compressor on, pumps up, hear it run. Here's an air gauge right here. It's already got 30 pounds. Of course, you can gauge the lockers for that. And up front, it has a hose or air hose fitting to where you can go around and air up your own tires with it. Has integrated cruise control. It has a factory LS computer from lsx.com, which was set up for this. No emissions, of course. No rear oxygen sensors or anything like that past the cats, because there's none of those. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory there. And of course the vintage air, which here's a compressor click on. It comes out here, you can drop it, it'll come out the floor, and it also has a big dump right here, which allows you to have air at your foot as you turn that off so it drowns the noise out. An A and B battery switch for the 2 batteries. And the subwoofer is built in under this seat. Can't really tell, it's all finished out just like the floor, which is, the Rhino liner type stuff, but not the sticky one. That's very hard. It's straight as epoxy type stuff. You can see how the transmission tunnel was done for the NV4500 there, all of that stuff. And it even has, this is I guess it was padded, it was finished out this way. I thought about one of my touches to put the Jeep one, black one back in, but I mean, it fits this perfect, but just one of those taste things, whichever you like better. I'm always tweaking with this thing. And of course, it's finished out perfect if you take the doors off too there, so it looks really good with the doors off. I've never removed the top, but of course it comes off, and it's designed to have the roll cage look just match the front and back together with the separation where the top goes. I'm sure I'm missing about 100 things. Can't remember what they are, but every time I look at this, I think of something unique of how it was built. It just gets crazier and crazier the more you look at it. Mad scientist built Jeep here. And even the top of it's finished out real nice. Not that anyone's ever going to be that tall to see it. Maybe a couple people, but they'll be with the NBA. Stand back and take a better look at it there. That's it. So just to recap, this is 81 Jeep CJ8 Scrambler resto mod with an LS motor in it, NV4500 transmission, a Dana 300 transfer case, Dana 44 axles, 456 gears, air lockers, and just unbelievable amounts of other high-end stuff. Thanks for watching.